Hello,
and welcome to Needles at the Ready. I'm Kevin.
I'm Ray.
And this is our YouTube channel where we talk about knitting, crocheting, yarn dyeing, buying, and all the fun things that go along with that.
Yes, I don't think we have any crochet today.
We don't. This is episode 140. Oh, that's typically how it goes. This is episode 140 of our YouTube channel where we talk about blah, 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 blah. Today's Saturday, August 2nd, 2025.
Welcome to August, everyone.
Yes.
Summer is flying by here in the Northern Hemisphere.
It is.
And winter might be flying by in the Southern Hemisphere.
True.
Things are just flying. Okay, yeah, I don't know what comes next. We have
all right,
great show for you set up. No, we really don't. I don't know. It feels like it's been forever that we've done this, to be honest. I feel a little out of...
Maybe it's because we're, back on track, So, who knows? But, so today we have 2 FOs, 4 whips for you guys. We have some yarn to show and all of that good stuff. So, we'll jump into... What have we been doing?
Okay.
Not a lot.
No, it's not been a lot. Which has been kind of nice. We had a couple of days where we had some downtime, and then
I feel like
and then didn't know what to do with ourselves at some points.
Yeah, I was really. That was last weekend. There was a day.
Saturday.
No, did you have? Oh no, last Friday. Last Friday you were off of work.
It wasn't Friday because Friday you dyed yarn and did a bunch of stuff. It was Saturday.
Saturday we had nothing.
Right.
And I felt so lazy by the end of the day.
Right.
It was really frustrating for me.
I, however, was very productive. I had done laundry. I cleaned Skylar's cage. I did all the...
Yeah, you did all the stuff that you would typically do on Sunday.
Right.
You did it on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have anything to do,
It's because we're not used to having that downtime.
And it's nice sometimes, but I'm the type of person where I still need to have something.
Mm-hmm.
And even
if it's just one thing, in the middle of the day, even just going grocery shopping. You feel
right.
Okay, that was good. Done. Check
even
that
doing
off.
a staycation-y type of thing, I get really bored.
Right. Which is why I have a staycation coming up
next week.
Week after next, starting next Friday, and then I have the full week afterwards, starting this Friday.
Yeah, I was going to
say coming up Friday. Coming up, it's Saturday.
Yeah,
whatever. The 8th is Friday, August 8th. I will be off from the 8th until whatever that following week is. So we have some things planned so that we don't get that cabin fever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hold
on, I'm going to just push this way real quick.
Okay. And the grass has not been really growing right now because it's been so hot and humid, so all the grass is kind of brown everywhere. Everybody's grass. So we haven't even had yard work to do.
I know.
Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, here we are. You don't care about all of those things.
But over the 2 weeks, not the only, but what we did do is we went to, I think it was the day after our last podcast, we went and hung out with Kate and Laura from the Knitting Posse and had a little knit day. It was really great because you hadn't seen Kate or Laura since we went to Nashville in March. I hadn't seen Laura since then either, and then Kate, it's been a little bit since I've seen her because we haven't done a walk or anything like that.
Kate made me strawberry shortcake to celebrate my graduation, which is my absolute favorite dessert. She made them with biscuits, which I love. So good. I may have eaten a very large portion and then had another very large portion that night.
True.
Mm-hmm. But it was nice. It was really warm. It's been really warm here.
It has.
But it was nice to get together and just kind of knit. Hang out and knit.
And then the following weekend, we went and hung out with Michael from Upland Fiber Co.
Yeah.
Kim and Kate.
Yes.
And we got to knit. So that was really great because Kim and Michael we hadn't seen since Nashville either. So it was good to catch up with the 4 of them.
Yeah.
Over the
and Michael's got some really cool things going on right now. So if you don't already, please follow Upland Fiber Co. We have, I think I have I have a sweater's quantity of his yarn. And I also have a really nice shawl, or yarn that I got for a really nice shawl that I will hopefully get to very soon. But he's got, his new base is a mohair base, which is a mohair and merino, I think.
I believe so.
And then...
and that's a DK.
That's a DK, which is really cool. And it was nice. It was neat to hear, like, the process. And then, like, what's maybe coming down in the future. So he'll be vending at... India Untangled. So if you haven't had a chance yet to try out that yarn, India Untangled, he'll be there all day. Kate will be in the booth helping him. And then... Yeah. When are we going?
We have the second slot, so whatever I think that's like an
noon?
11 o'clock slot.
Oh, okay.
And then, speaking of
fiber I have the window open.
Next weekend, which we will not be at, is Flock Fiber Festival in Seattle. So if you're going,
huge FOMO.
Stop and say hi to you have Chip and Aaron of Fiber Hustle. Michael will be in the booth. Le Garçon and
amazing vendors.
Red Stack Fiber, I believe is going to be there. I'm assuming probably Black Pearl Magic. Say hi to her too.
She's always so fun. Speaking of, where the heck is my Black Pearl Magic bag?
You probably have a project in it somewhere.
Impossible. I don't have...
You got it for socks. I know that.
I did.
Because it has the Converse on it.
Right. Huh.
I don't know. So. Oh, no.
What?
I sent out the wrong prize. I was supposed to send out Disney.
Yes, you were.
I sent out something else.
Well, you need to reach out to that person. So if you were our Disney winner from the last...
It was Vicky. I sent it out yesterday.
How did you miss that?
Because there was just a pile of stuff right there. So I grabbed the first one that was on top with the other bag. And it's going to Canada.
Well, we'll be sending you another prize. Don't you worry. We'll be getting you the right one.
So if you're going to Flock, I hope that you guys have a great time and stop by and say hi to all of our friends.
And mention our names.
Why?
Keep us alive over there, because I want to be there in spirit.
All right, so that's it. I guess we'll jump into some knitting.
Sure, that was the fastest we've gone through. Oh, do we have any admin-y things going on? Yes. Let's Hear It for the Boys is going on right now. Mm-hmm. So that is. So please continue to post on Instagram and in Ravelry. The Instagram hashtag is NATRBoys2025. I can't believe it's been that long already.
Yeah.
And then we wrap that up at the end of summer, and we'll have some amazing prizes for that. It's been really nice to see the inspirations and different things that people have been making.
Yeah, and did you say that there's a Ravelry group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There is a Ravelry group. We have a Ravelry group as well. By the way, you can find all of our contact information and our names on different social medias all down below. If you're interested, I even have my Goodreads on there too. So if you want to track kind of what I've been reading, I don't really put reviews up there. I'll assign them stars, but at least you can see what I've been reading or what I've been up to.
All right.
So
let's jump into it. So
let's do it.
2 FOs combined.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
Where do you go first?
You sure? Because
yours
is in our face.
Go ahead.
Okay. This one will be kind of quick. It's my socks from July. These are my July socks, Woolens and Nosh. I'm loving.
They're really cute. It's a good
colorway. It's so good. This is the monthly club from June.
Do I have your thing there? I just had it. Oh, it's over there. I'll grab it.
It's called Summertime. I think it's June because I'm the even month one. Maybe not, because maybe
it is June.
It is June. Good job, Ray. So these are the June socks. Summertime. Really fun colors. Definitely is a very summery sock. I did my vanilla sock recipe, so I did a German twisted cast on. I'm really, really loving the 2x1 ribbing. So I did a 2x1 rib for about 15 to 18 rows. I think this one's 15. I did knit one additional row with the contrast or the coordinating mini. I just like it. Sometimes for me, it just feels like it finishes it off. I don't know if it's psychological or not. And then the leg I did a little bit shorter. So the total leg is probably about 6 inches or so, 6.5 inches. And And then I marked for my heel, and then I knit another 6.5 inches. And then I decided to do my toe without the coordinating mini, because I just loved the striping on this, and I think it turned out really well. I kind of like it without the coordinating mini on the end. And then I went back in and I did my heel. So there was a question about how I do my decreases.
I think for your toe specifically, let me check.
Okay. So I do them very, very similarly, my toes and my heels. And you can find this information on Ravelry under the under some of my individual socks. I didn't do it yet for this one, but I usually will put in my entire sock recipe, and then I'll change the length of what I knit it for, or if I did a mini or not for the toe or the heel. So there's a lot of information there. It tells you where I mark my stitches, after how many stitches I mark it, and how I pick it up, and when I switch needles. So if you're interested, all the details are there. But what I usually do for this heel in particular, I usually do between 3 and 5 rows of regular knitting after I pick up my stitches. For these heels, I did 3 rows of just straight knitting in the round. And then I started my decreases. I decrease every other round. My decreases are knit 1, SSK, knit to the end of the needle, since I do it on magic loop, knit 2 together, knit 1. Then I repeat that for the other side. Then I do one row of plain knitting, and I alternate that until I get down to 20 stitches on both needles, on each needle. And then I decrease every round. So for my heel, I decrease every round until I get to 16 stitches. And then for my toe, I decrease every round until I get to 14 stitches. And then I do a Kitchener stitch to finish it off.
Very cool.
Yeah. So these are them. I think that they're so fun and super cute. And I like the length of these. Like, they fit. I took pictures, so you'll see that on Ravelry if you're interested, of what they look like on my feet. But I really like where they hit. And so I might do that again. And see how I feel about this length maybe going forward. Just seems to hit in a really good spot, and I don't have to worry about,
and what was the length of your
my calf. This is about 6 inches. Do you have a measuring tape by any chance? Thanks. I didn't fully...
So I've done it before at 4 inches.
Yeah, it's exactly 6 inches.
I've done 4, and I like the length of 4 inches.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
With, I don't know what socks I did. I just did them, whatever. I actually think it's the last pair of socks I knit. I did a 4-inch leg. And I liked it because it's more of a crew length than...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
But it's not a full length, so it definitely goes below my calf.
Yeah, and I have a lot of yarn left over. Still, this is what I still have left for the mini. Now, these minis that Michele sends with Woolens and Nosh are 30-gram minis. So you do have enough for heels, toes, and cuffs if you're ever interested in getting one of her sock sets.
Is it all sock sets or just this club?
I'm not sure, so I was just going to say that. So just check. For the club, they're for sure 30 grams, but just check and see what her other sock sets are. And then I have a good amount of the self-striping left over. So this might be good to put in a blanket or something. I have to get better with planning for my leftovers. Mm-hmm. Because like our bins are getting quite full.
You have don't you? No, it's
well. I have
the cowl,
and I have a jelly roll. Yeah, but my cowl is I already pulled the yarn for that.
Oh, that's right.
But I do have a jelly roll going, and then I do have a crochet, another crochet blanket that I can maybe put these in. So I'm just gonna bring them downstairs.
I was gonna say, what if you just do like a muscle burrow with like leftovers? Like
I've done that. I've done that before.
Christmas gifts for the girls. You know, like pick 2 leftover minis, or like
these might be cute little mitts.
You would definitely have enough for probably like Riley or Eloise.
Kids mitts, absolutely.
Riley or Eloise.
Yeah, good idea. Okay. So that's really all I have to say about that. Did I answer the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the question was for your toe, how do you do your decreases when you start decreasing every round? So you get to 20 stitches,
Yes.
After 20, you decrease every round till you get down to 16 or whatever.
And I really like having the 2 extra stitches before, like between the decreases. I like the look of it. So, like I said, when I get to the end of the round or the beginning of the round, I knit 1 first, then SSK, and at the end of the round, I knit 2 together and then knit 1. So those 2 knit stitches are by themselves, and I think it just creates a really nice. I just like that look.
Yeah.
And then when it's on the foot, it looks finished.
That's how I've always done it. I haven't.
Yeah. You can definitely do them together if you like that look a little bit better. It won't be as pronounced where your decreases are. But I kind of like that. It adds a little structure, especially to a vanilla sock.
Yeah. So, and I want to talk about the 2x1 ribbing. So that was something I picked up. I was watching Magi from a Colorado knitter. She did it, and she got it, I believe, from the Summer Lee Cuff Club. So we have the Summer Lee the Sock Project book, and I went to that book and found her recipe to do the 2x1 rib for the sock. Something I may do this year. I don't know why, because I don't knit many socks, but I think it's a really cool thing if you're a sock knitter. So Summer Lee does a cuff club, and the volume 2 is starting this year. This is what last year's looked like. So you sign up, it's a one-time charge, and on the first of every month, you get a new color. Last year, it was a color work chart for your cuffs. So these are all the color work charts that came in the Cuff Club last year. Like, I love the little scallop one.
I like that. What is this one? Like a basket of strawberries or something like that?
No, that's a house. Look.
Oh, they are little houses. That's cute.
So this year, she's just starting Volume 2, or Cuff Club Volume 2 is live. It's on sale for a limited time. And this year, you're going to get some cables, lace, and textured cuffs, as well as some potential color work. So if you are a sock knitter and you want to spice things up a little bit,
spicy,
check out Summer Lee's Cuff Club.
That's great. Good suggestion, Kev.
Thanks.
Okay, I think that's all I have to say about my socks. This marks sock pair number 8 for the year. I finished in 2025. I finished 2 pairs in January. And I looked this morning. I didn't start them in January, but I finished them in January. So I'm counting them as finished socks. So I have 8 finished pairs of socks, and of those 8 pairs, 7 of them are woolen Zanache. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Great. I love that.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to get one of these.
One of what? I have one FO.
You do.
I'm wearing.
It's a doozy.
I finished My Finest Kind sweater by Alicia Plummer.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you. I love it. So this is the sweater. It is a $9 pattern on Ravelry. It is considered Aran weight. It is knit on a US 8, which is a 5mm, a US 6, which is a 4mm. And I knit the 3rd size because my gauge was looser. Yes, my gauge was looser, so what I did is I knit the 3rd size knowing that I was going to get the measurements closer to the 4th size, which is what I wanted.
Right.
When I blocked it out so I would have a 47-inch chest. So that gives me 4.5 inches of positive ease right now, which I'm going to stand up just so you can see.
It is just a cozy.
It is sweatshirty.
It's so good.
It's a sweatshirty feel. So we're going to talk about it. So it's knit from the bottom up, and then you separate for your sleeves. Mm-hmm. Then you work your back or front, whichever you choose. Flat. You do some separation here. You bind off. Then you work, let's say, your back. and then it's a 3-needle bind off to seam this. You pick up your collar and knit your collar. I actually did mine last, which I'm really, really happy about.
Yeah.
But then you pick up your sleeves here, and you work your sleeves down like you normally would.
In the round.
In the round. The sleeves, I talked about this in the last episode, there are short rows in the patterning. I was having issues just trying to figure it out, and I think it was just my mental space. I didn't have the capacity to try to determine how I wanted it to look. So again, Mari from a Colorado knitter reached out to me and said that she did single moss stitch instead of the double. So that's what I did. You can see it here. It's only over 8 rows. I don't...
Unless you're looking for it, you can't see the difference. It actually just looks like a nice triangle.
Right.
You know?
And I'm totally okay with that. What I would have done differently is the short rows start over 24 stitches. Mm-hmm. So you go 12 stitches past your marker, turn your work, knit those 12, and then 12 again past the marker and do your short rows. What I would do differently if I were to knit this again is when I'm working those first 24, I would have worked it in pattern. Then you do your... This is going to get confusing, I think. So you get to your marker, right? You're knitting on your right side, get to marker, knit to your short row, which was 12 stitches. Then you knit 4 stitches past it. Mm-hmm. Those 4 I would have done single moss stitch.
Oh, and not the whole thing.
Right, and then went back in pattern. So I would have only had 4 stitches of single moss stitch.
Right.
On each.
And they would have been staggered as you continue to grow them. So I see what you're saying.
I don't know if I'm going to do this. Part of me is thinking I may rip out my sleeves and do that because I love this sweater so much.
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
That I don't know. I can live with
I don't
this.
think
it doesn't bother me at all. Like, I actually think it looks like a detail
cool. Yeah, it does.
to it, so I may leave it. But who knows? Yeah. I may decide to change it. Mm-hmm. Either way, it's done. Mm-hmm. All the ends are woven in. It's been blocked.
It blocked beautifully.
It blocked so well.
This yarn.
And let me say, so I'm using the recommended yarn, which was the Harrisville Designs sheer. Mm-hmm. It is their Wells Croft Dorset. It is in the colorway Morel. It's Aran weight. You get 203 yards for 100 grams. I bought 6 skeins. I used 4.
Yeah, that's great, Kev.
So I've actually thought, do I do a second one when you're done with yours? Because then I'd have 4 skeins, most likely. And then I could stripe it.
Or I could color block or something.
Or I could, yeah. I'm thinking about it.
We couldn't marl it because then it would be way too heavy.
No, if I did,
it would turn both.
No, if I did a round in one color and a round in another color.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right? Or 2 rounds in one, 2 rounds in the other, and then I don't know. Maybe we'll see. That's a lot to think about, but I have thought about that because I'm like, what am I going to do? With
because my
200 grams?
These colors will go well together because this one's mine.
Yeah, it's just slightly,
it could look really cool.
It could.
Yeah, and this one has like the little different color variations and pops in there too.
This does too. If you look at it, you can see there's definitely color variation in this yarn, and it's
I think these will go nicely together.
Right? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
All right. So with the neck, I will say I followed the pickup correctly, and I knit it on a US 6. Mm-hmm. Did the number of rows, did my bind off, and it flared so much. And I don't think my bind off was good to begin with. It required a stretchy bind off, and I did one where it was like knit 2 stitches, then knit those 2 through the back loop, and then just knit 1, knit 2 through the back loop. It worked really well for the cuffs, but it didn't work well for the collar of this.
Your collar seemed very loose, like the bind off.
It was. So my collar probably came down to like here.
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that, and then it flared out. So last night I ripped out the collar. I picked up the same number of stitches again, and I went down a needle size. So I went to US 5, and on my first round after picking up, I decrease somewhere between 10 to 12 stitches in pattern. I use the website to do like even stitches, like it gave you the rate to do it. I must have messed up because at the end I was off, so I was just like, I'm just going to do another one. So it was somewhere between 10 to 12 decreases.
It was a great call.
And then I just followed it exactly. I did the correct number of rounds of ribbing, the correct number of rounds of stockinette, and then for my bind off, I just knit 2 together through the back loop all the way around, and it's plenty stretchy.
Yeah.
I didn't re-block the neck, so it may... I don't know if it would relax a little bit
Maybe
and become a little bit wider, but...
I don't think it's necessary.
I don't think it's necessary either. It fits incredibly well. What else can I say? What else did I do? So with the armhole, she does tell you how many stitches that you should be picking up. And depending on your length that you knit, for instance, she says, let's say she said knit 50 rows from your underarm to your shoulder seam. Or she says that or until it reaches, let's say 11 inches. If it took me 60 rows to get to those 11 inches, it does say, when you're picking up stitches, if you knit more rows, you're going to have more stitches here. So I just changed my pickup rate. So I still picked up the same number of stitches, but I would maybe skip a stitch here or there in order to end with the correct amount.
The right number.
So, and it worked out well. It's not crazy looking. I don't have holes here.
Now, would you recommend this sweater for a beginner knitter? Because it sounds like you might need to already have some base knowledge of like picking up stitches and trying to make things work for you, I
would say for an adventurous beginner.
Okay.
Because
there's not a lot of hand holding in the pattern.
No, the pattern's written incredibly well.
Okay.
Right? It is, but I think I'm going to say no for your first sweater. I'm always going to, for a first sweater, I think there's nothing better than a straight up raglan.
Yeah, I agree.
I even think for your first sweater, and I'm pretty confident I just recommended this to somebody recently, is knit a baby's raglan. Just so you understand the construction and how it's supposed to look and what you're going to need to do. I will say, however, this is, outside of my once and floral, this is now my favorite sweater that I've made.
It looks so cozy on you.
I think the fit of this is beautiful. The construction is great. Like, I love that my shoulder seam is like right here.
Well, that's a little bit of a drop shoulder. That's a drop shoulder, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is, but it isn't. Like, it's because sometimes a drop shoulder comes down here more. And I think that's why the short rows were there.
Right.
So that it wasn't pulling it down so much. It's the first time, I think, that I've done a sweater where... No, it's not. I was going to say where I've picked up and knit the collar like this, but his home office did too, but that was a V-neck. I'm just listening to Skylar, sorry. It was fun. I hear him chatting to himself.
Yeah, he's very talkative right now.
It's such a good sweater. It is going to be worn. I feel like I might wear this every day in the winter.
I know. I can see you. I can see you actually starting to wear that in like the fall.
Absolutely. The minute I can wear a sweatshirt and shorts,
I know
this thing is going to be on my body.
When you came out
this morning with it on in shorts.
I was like, oh,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I'm already thinking of making another one and finding a different yarn to do it with.
Yeah. I'm really happy because I know there were some bumps along the way in the beginning and like whatnot, and you definitely struggled a little bit because that's where I was asking the question because like, when a pattern, and not just this pattern, but I think when patterns are textured like that and you do have short rows and you're doing increases and decreases, a lot of times the designer will say, decrease this in pattern. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like it won't automatically, if you decrease those stitches, keep you in pattern. You have to make an adjustment, whether or not you knit the next 2 stitches or purl the next 2 stitches or whatever the case is to stay on track. And so that's kind of where I was like asking about that.
No, that's actually a really good point. And I'll let me pull it up. I just want to say, so there
My
were
allergies are so bad today. I'm sorry if I sneeze.
There were two kind of parts in the sweater where you had to figure out what your eye could visually live with, I would say, or be comfortable with. So the first one was you have short rows in the back in pattern along your collar. That one was, though, like it was worked at your seam here, so it was what you were ending with. So I don't think, and you would know better, like the short rows here, there's probably a little bit of a jog in the pattern somewhere.
There's maybe right here.
Yeah. So,
nope. That's actually
end.
No, a blip of color, different color.
So
I don't see any jogs.
No, and once I did that, I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. So with this one, at your
see these little flecks?
Yeah,
that was what I was just saying. These are like the more you look at the sweater, how beautiful the yarn is.
It's really, really good. So what it does say in here is, and I appreciated this because it does tell you. So it says when you're working the short rows on the sleeves, it's most important to stay in pattern at the top of the shoulder. You'll end up working a slight jog in the pattern on the side facing the back where you'll have stacking knits against knits and purls against purls. This is normal and it will look fine when you're done. I was coming up more of a ribbing when I was doing it, so I think I was doing something wrong to begin with. But so I appreciated that it set you up for that. So you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, wait, something looks a little weird, or it looks off. But even now knowing, I did 1x1 moss. Yes, you can see it, but I would have to point it out to you.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
You would need to be a knitter to know that it wasn't supposed to be that way.
But it looks like a design element. It does. It just looks like a panel.
I'm okay with it, and because of where it is, I don't think it would be seen.
Right. It's not like it's like up. It is slightly dropped down.
Yes.
I don't know what you would call that. I can't wait. After seeing this, I cannot wait to cast mine on.
I think if you are looking for a sweater for Let's Hear It for the Boys, you could totally do this. And if you can't find an Aran weight, go with a worsted. I think you could get gauge with a worsted.
Absolutely.
The difference really between wraps per inch, I wish I had one of my tools here, between a worsted and a Aran are very not that different. So you could totally, if you gauge swatch,
they're very not that different.
Very not that different. You could totally do it. So
what I also really like about this sweater too is the roll
and the fit.
Yeah, the fit's so good. And I love this like faux seam here.
Yes, and this faux seam goes all the way down your sleeve as well.
Yeah. And the roll, like, it's not...
This is like my J...
It is like your J.
My J.
Like
Crew
that
sweater.
baby blue sweater?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not... a lot of people feel a certain way about rolled cuffs and things like that. And like, oh, I hate that look or whatever. But I think this is a really good combination. It's very simple, and it's like it's not overly like in your face.
Yeah, no, I love it. Another modification I did make is the...
Are you writing all this down? I'm just kidding.
So the hem was supposed to be probably 8 more rows on the ribbing here.
Oh yeah, good call.
So it would have given me, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around a 3-inch or maybe a little bit larger ribbing at the bottom. And I didn't want that. So I did stick to, I think I did 10 rounds. So it got me just about 2 inches. And that was fine. I did, however, do it for my sleeves because I do like the idea of being able to cuff my sleeve. Because my sleeves are, it's longer, and I would much prefer this than even here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I like that. And then if I wanted to fold this down,
which is I'm
a sleeve puller upper.
Yep. So
most of the time. So it's a beautiful sweater.
I know. I'm really happy that you're happy. I honestly, it's always stressful when you get to the end of a project, especially a garment, and you're like, when you put it on and it's like, yes, you can try things on as you go and kind of maybe have an idea, but you'll never know for sure until it's all done. And then it's like, will I wear this?
I put it on while I was knitting it, and it was like a sausage casing. And it was like, oh, this is going to be really bad. And
But you stuck it out.
I did, and I kept in my head. So I talked about the sweater with Jen from Chronicles of Yarnia when we were at the Yarnia trunk show. And she mentioned to me that this type of stitch blocks out and gives you more width-wise. So I kept that in my mind the entire time that I tried it on and just prayed to all the knitters that came before us that this was going to block out and give me the fit that I wanted. And when initially just putting it on the mat, I was like, okay, cool. Like I think it was 23 inches. So I was like, all right, great. I have a 46. I'd done a chest measurement before, and my chest is like 42 and a half. So I was like, all right, that's cool. That's 3.5 inches. But I pinned it out just a little bit more because I really wanted sweatshirt feel. And
you got it.
I couldn't be happier with it.
No, it came out great. I'm really excited to.
Thank you. If I could wear it all day today, I would.
Yeah.
I can't. It's going to be 80 degrees today.
Yeah.
So if you
Which
guys
is still nice and mild for what it has been.
Yeah, and because it's knit on a US 8, like if I focused on this mainly, I said you easily could knit this in 2 weeks. I think.
Okay.
We'll see. I did each sleeve, and it took me like a day to 2 days to do a sleeve.
Yeah. All right. Plus, I fudge. I have no problem fudging things.
You don't, so
I
you'll
probably
be fine.
won't spend a lot of time considering the patterns and things.
All right, so those are our FOs.
Yeah.
Let's jump into whips. I have one.
All right, I'm going to show one, two. I'm going to show three.
Okay.
One of them I don't have much to say about.
All right.
I'll go first. How's that?
Yeah.
So let me start with the one I don't have much to say about, but I'll probably end up having a lot to say about it. I decided, and I might have mentioned this on the last podcast, but I decided to jump on the Stephen West Mystery Sock train, choo-choo, because I'm doing socks every month. Initially, I wanted to do all woolens and nosh, and I still may, but I thought this might be a little bit of a reprieve and something different, and I love knitting socks. What I struggle with is picking out colors. Because I'm colorblind, I think I can get through the majority of my life, and a lot of the times I cover your ears, Carrie. I like neutral, easy colors because I know that they neutrals tend to go together and whatever. And I'm very much drawn to the colors that I can distinctly see, if that makes sense. So, anyway, long story short, you need 5 mini skeins. I don't know if I showed them on the last podcast.
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't know what they are. They're all different things. We have a very large bag of minis, and I just reached in and grabbed some things. Some things were labeled, some things were not labeled, and tried to put together a palette that I liked. I like blues, I like browns and greens and, kind of neutrally things like that. So one color was already voted off the island.
Well, no, you can use it.
I think I might, because you know what? It's me. So here's my palette. All right. So I thought I like black in, I think with some of these colors, would look really cool. Then I have this electric blue color.
You know what's really funny? Do you know what blue? Look.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Oh, it's very similar to that.
That's much brighter, but see what I...
It's very close. So I thought those might be fun to see what they look like together. The idea behind this sock, it's basically a stitch, sampler, right? So there's the first clue came out last Tuesday. It comes out once a week on Tuesdays. The entire leg came out. I'm not even kidding you, there's 7 to 8 different stitches to do in there. There's drop stitches, brioche.
There's drop stitches in it?
I think so. Droplet stitches. I don't know, whatever that means. I haven't looked at the video. I don't want to look at the video. I'm just going to kind of go and rock and roll. There's a Latvian braid in there, which luckily I've done just recently. So there's going to be a lot of things. I just thought it would be fun to try something different, and then maybe I can wear these with like my Birks at like Rhinebeck or something. So then I had this nice little like grayish blue. It's what I see is like a grayish blue with some like speckles in there.
Yep.
Right. Then this is like I see a greenish like gray brown.
It's gray. It's
like a grayish brown.
Yeah, it's a taupe, like a dark taupe.
Oh, Carrie loves taupe.
And I'm going to say it leans more gray. It has some brown speckles in it. It's very reminiscent, actually, of Ravenswood.
Oh, it kind of is. You're right. And that's more solid. I tried to only incorporate, like, 2 colorways that maybe will have, like... Oh, I actually only have 1 that have speckles. They're mostly solids.
No, you have 2 that have speckles. This one has some in it.
Oh, yeah, some.
Very lightly.
I thought these might be really cool together, right? And then I kind of liked this one, but it might be a little too extreme. And this is just like a brown.
It's a golden brown, actually. When you see it in the right light, it's brown, but it has this... It's a yellow brown.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think...
The thing is that it's going to depend on what color you use it with.
Right.
Right? So you can't... I wouldn't use it with this, and I wouldn't use it with black. So you would have to use this with your 2 blues.
I can't. I have to use it with these 2. I'd have to put these 2.
So you would have to use it with that then.
Mm-hmm. But it depends on where it falls in the sock. And I haven't assigned like the letters yet to each one, except for these 2. But I don't know. I kind of like it. So I'm just going to do it because you know what? They're my socks. And if I like them and I see them like the way that I see them, then that's all it is, right? We see the world how we see the world, and that's how we interact with that world, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Good for you.
So those are my colors. Have no idea what they are, so please don't ask.
They're black, blue variegated, brown,
right,
and gray.
And what I'm doing is I'm just keeping them all in their own little baggies, and I'm gonna write what letters they are on them, so that I know what they are. Anyway, I don't have much to show for it. I just cast these guys on the other day, and I just finished the first set of ribbing, the ribbing on the first sock. My plan is to do these in tandem, so I have plenty of 9-inch circular needles. Don't you worry. And I'm gonna do like one section on one needle, and then do that section, and then go kind of back and forth. So this is the blue and the black together, which I kind of really like. It reminds me, it's like an electric.
Yeah, no, I like those.
It's like, together. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. So this is all it is just a twisted rib, with the contrasting. You do a German twisted cast on, and then twisted rib.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's all I have so far for these, but I was kind of hemming and hawing. I was thinking like, maybe I won't do it, but then I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to do it. These will be my socks for the month. If I do another Woolens and Nosh pair, I do another Woolens and Nosh pair. If I don't, then these will be it. So
well, in December too, if you wanted to, you could do 2 Woolens and Nosh.
I might do 2
because you will be limited to what you can knit
correct.
Per day with the Advent.
With the Advent. Mm-hmm. I think I got a fingering weight Advent. I hope so.
I thought you did.
Yeah. All right. So that's whip number 1. Whoopsh.
Okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
Whip number 2, I'm not sure when I showed this one last. For some reason, I didn't put a progress keeper in it. But this is the... why do I want to say Moray? It's not Moray.
No, what is it? It's not Moreau, is it? No, it's D.
Dublo? Dublo. This is the Dublo hat. Good job, Kevin. Or Dublo hat by Earth Yarns. It is a... reversible hat. Basically, it's kind of very much similar to a Musselburgh hat. And here's where I am at currently. I knit the full first colorway, which I love so much. We do a Latvian braid in between. I might have shown all of this. I'm not sure where I was last I showed it.
I feel like you got past the Latvian braid.
Okay, so I put a couple more inches on it then with the second color. What I like about these yarns is that they're color changing, like the yarns are doing it, themselves. So we're moving on to like the next kind of section here, which is kind of really neat.
It's, it's very spin cycle-esque.
Yeah.
But it's actually more like your loop sweater.
It is kind of like that because they're like marled together. So it's called Spiral Grain by Earth Yarns. It's a sport weight, 100% superwash, extra fine merino. They're 50 gram balls. This is the second ball that I have. This one is called Sycamore. And then the first colorway, which I don't think I even have any. Oh, I do. This is all I have left from the first colorway. And that's called Redwood. So here is the information if you're interested. Spiral Grain by Earth Yarns. And I really like it. So this will fold in, on itself. Here you'll have the Latvian braid. Again, like I said, very similar to a muscle bra, but I like the braid is kind of like the middle point here. And then you can always fold it up if you wanted to as well. I think it'll be cool. The yarn is so incredibly soft and drapey, and I think the way that I like to wear a slouchier hat. So I think the way that it's setting itself up is like going to be perfect for me.
Well, you also added length, right? Based from the pattern so that it would be slouchier.
I did add a little bit of length.
And you went up. Did you a different size
Didn't
than
I
what?
go? Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I did not put this on Ravelry yet, which kind of stinks. I wish I did. But this is on a US 3.25 millimeter needle.
And I think it called for like a 3 or 2.75.
I think it does. The needle calls for a US 2.5 3 millimeter needle. So I'm doing a larger needle size. Because the sample that I tried on at Skein was a little snug. A little snugger than I expected. And when you're doubling up, like when you're putting the fabric inside of each other, it does add a little bit more like resistance, I guess. So it'll kind of bring it in a little bit more together too. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. It's just stockinette in the round now. And then once I get to the same part, the same length as I did for my increases here, because you cast on down the bottom here with pinhole cast on or something like that. Do all your increases and then you just knit plain stockinette. So I'm going to knit plain stockinette until I get to this length here, and then and then I'll start my decreases and I'll be done. I could be done with this pretty soon actually, but I like it a lot. That quick. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I like the color. I am partial to the second set of colors. Yeah. I like those.
I want to see more of the second set together. Some of this is kind of blending together for my color vision. So I have a hard time pulling out the differences. Yeah. But here I can see the differences a lot more. That's it. That's all I have to say about this one. You're up.
All right. So this is a new cast on. I was needing something a little bit different to knit. So I chose, I think this is the pattern that we saw when we were at Simsbury Yarns.
It is.
So this is the Basic Children's Poncho by Shayna Billows. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I was a little confused at first because it says it's Aran weight, but the pattern actually comes for instructions for DK, worsted, or chunky. So this is the pattern. Let me show you the picture on Ravelry though.
Yeah, it's cute with the to see it worn. Yeah, that's adorable.
So I thought it would be super cute, and when we saw it...
Can you hold it up for just a little bit longer? I feel like...
I'm sorry.
Sometimes people like to... Yeah. It's very cute.
It is. It's really cute, and when we saw it at Simsbury, we thought it would be a really great gift for the nieces. Mm-hmm. So I came to Stash, and I pulled some yarn, and I put it into my Oh Wow Amsterdam bag.
It's a great bag.
That I got from Skein.
I don't know where mine is. I don't know where a lot of things are.
And I cast on using a sock set that I have from Q Loco. This was a fundraiser that she did for a friend who had passed away a couple of years ago. It was the Laurel colorway. So it came with a 100-gram skein and 2 minis. And I cast on going with the DK weight.
Do you guys hear Skylar?
Measurements. And using the recommended needle, which is US 6.
You know what? I love that they're the different colors. Yeah. To like, because you can do.
So US really 6 nice. 4 millimeter is what I cast on with, and I have it on here. And guys, look at my cute little stitch stoppers. That
is so true, especially now.
So here's what we have. Actually, I didn't even think about this. We have another rolled neck, which I really liked. And it's separated by just one row of garter, and then it's just stockinette and some increases every other round. I changed my increases to do it's just a knit front to back, but I decided to do a make one left and make one right. And I put 2 stitches on each side of my stitch marker in between it, so it's a little more pronounced.
That's what I was talking about with the sock. If you look here, you can kind of see like there's no difference, like there's not that extra like post,
right? So I decided to make it a little bit thicker, and I was thinking in terms of a raglan. I like a very pronounced raglan.
Me too, same.
So I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to make this a little more pronounced.
Yeah.
So just doing, again, a knit one left and a knit one right. And I finished color. Where the hell's the yarn? So here's the main skein.
It's a very pretty skein.
It is. It's very variegated.
Yeah.
So the 2 minis that it came with were both tonals. One of them is this, like, actually, I don't even know which one it is here. This one. So it's this color. You can't see it. It's kind of like a mauve-y color, so it blended really, really well with it. I love the way that this looks. And the other color that came with it, I think, is called Pumpkin or something like that from Hue Loco. So it's a very burnt orange color, and I didn't see it going next. So what I did is I reached out to them.
That's right.
And I said, hey, I bought this set a couple years ago, and I'm knitting a project holding colors together. What colors would you recommend going with the sock set that I purchased? And they came back and gave me about 10.
That's so nice that they did that.
Yeah, so I bought 5 or 6 minis just because. And the next one that I've added in is called Rose Gold. So I thought that because it had hints of the mauve in it, it would blend really well in fade. And then my next color is...
You do an amazing job putting colors together. You really do.
Probably going to be cider. So it's going to go from this to this. And then the next color after that is sangria. So I think that will be a nice deep, progression.
Like, purpley color, right?
Yeah. I do have...
Because it was coming out a little... Can I see it?
Yeah.
Because it was coming off a little black on... I don't know. It's coming off a lot darker.
No, that's how dark it is right there.
Maybe.
And then I got these 2 colors as well. I don't know if they're going to go into it, but this one is called Wild Orchid.
I think that one will go really well.
I know. It could go here.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
Yeah.
If I need 5 skeins, what I'll do is go... Oh, it would go in this order. And this would be in the ribbing.
Gorgeous.
And then I bought this too just because I liked it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to use it. This is called Candied. So that's a nice... It would actually go really... It would work with this.
Yeah.
If maybe I started with this color. So, yeah. So
I mean, you could always do the ribbing in that, and it'll just kind of like
yeah.
be like the top and the bottom kind of go.
So, yeah, I think this is going to be Riley's birthday present. So her birthday's in September.
October.
In October.
I'm pretty sure it's October.
I know. It is.
Yeah, it's October.
October. So this will be hers. I'm going to knit the smallest size. She is going to be 3. They do not have a size for a 3-year-old. It is for... The smallest size is children's 5. So the only thing that changes is the length.
Yeah.
Really between them. So I'm just
But she can have that for years. Like, it's not... And they wear their knits.
But for the length, it requires like 500 and something yards. I only have 400 and something, so it's automatically going to be shorter. Mm-hmm. So I thought that would be fine. So I'll just go until I run out of this skein. And that's my only whip.
Kev, I love it.
Thanks.
It's really cute. Okay, my last whip. Whew, friends. This has been... I don't know. This has been quite the adventure. So... This is my Oak Grove sweater vest. Wait till you see. Finally, I'm at a very good point in this sweater. This is the Oak Grove sweater vest by Chin Matthews. Beautiful lace sweater vest. Looks very handsome on the very handsome gentleman.
And let's just say that the adventure isn't anything to do with the pattern.
Nothing. No, the pattern is like 28 pages. It could not be more detailed, could not be clearer. There are charts as well as written instructions. There are charts about sizes, and like, it's brilliant. He did an amazing job with writing the pattern. My dumbass just can't seem to read the pattern. So, it might be easier to show it on this. So, the last we chatted... Oh, sorry, my train has arrived from my town. I've been playing this new game on the phone, and it's just really loads of fun. It's a bottom-up. So, remember, I knit... This is how my process went. I knit from here to here, realized, oops, I did the wrong size, then I took it all back down, then I knit from here to here... Then I went to go split for sleeves, and I picked up the wrong... Wait.
No, you split for sleeves. You had already split for sleeves,
yeah.
And you were starting to work your front and back. And
so I've taken it out... Hold on, I've taken it out 3 times. What was the second time?
All right, so you knit the wrong size.
Wrong size.
Then you...
Came back down here.
Then you knit 14 repeats instead of 11.
Right, then I knit up to here... And then said, oops, I should have only knit to here. So then I had to rip all of that back down. So then I knit up to here and was going, and then started my...
No.
Yes,
no.
Yep, let me finish. And then started my my front panels, or went to go split for my front panels, and then realized, oops, I didn't pick up enough stitches all the way around. So then I had to pull all of that back down again, pick up the correct number of stitches, and then I was able to pick back up again.
Right, because when you split for your sleeves,
I didn't pick up...
You didn't split evenly.
I didn't split evenly. I had 8 stitches left on the back side
that should have been
on the front. So then when I knit more and I went to go split for this... because then you have to bind off the middle, like the neck, right? So you're supposed to like pick up or just knit a certain amount, right? And you're just building this up, and then you bind off from here to here, or I'm sorry, you knit from here to here, bind off from here to here, and then you should have the same amount of stitches here that you did over here. So I did what I needed to do, and then realized I didn't have enough stitches on this side, and I had 8 more on the back. Long story short, this thing has come up and down. I can't even tell you how many times. But fear not, we got there in the end. So I have now finished the body of this gorgeous,
so good,
gorgeous vest. It's still a little damp in some spots because I just soaked and blocked it last night, so I've got to do that again. It smells nice, doesn't it?
Did you use cocoa and cashmere?
No, this is the...
That's what I used too, the basil.
The basil.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
It's nice.
So
this is Woolen & Co.
Woolen & Co. And we have a coupon code in our Google Doc below where you can get Woolen & Co. I'm actually going to make another purchase maybe today because she has like some summery scents that I want. And I like mixing it up, and we have to, but I love
it smells
so good.
delicious. Anyway, this vest I think is stunning.
It's so good.
Stunning.
So good.
I know. So the yarn is Utopia in Sustainable. It's 100% Midwest fine wools, Targhee, Rambouillet, Merino, and CVM. This is not the colorway that I use. This is Kevin's colorway, but this colorway is Dragon Scales. But this is the
I saw moss too, and I was like, "This is moss."
No, it's not moss. So now all I need to do is pick up and knit the collar and then the two sleeve caps.
Are you going to do that this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I was hoping to do it today, but I think maybe once we're done in here, I'll turn the ceiling fan on and I'll just lay this on the table to do it. So
or even on the front porch.
Or does it need to dry full?
No,
it's not.
It's not wet.
So I'll put it on. It's really, you're going to be able to see this through the vest, but you can at least see the fit. And the lace definitely
it grew in length.
So I pinned it out exactly to the specifications in the pattern. And I really think it's gonna be so good, right?
Yeah, I don't think the armhole depth isn't bad.
The length, it's right in the center of my hind.
Yeah, no, it's a really good fit.
And I think it's blocked just enough to see the pattern, though it doesn't look super stretched out. I think it's gonna be really good with a nice.
Well, it is really good.
I know, it's already really good.
Yeah. So, and and it's gonna pull it up just a bit once you do your collar.
Yep.
Doing your ribbing will bring the armholes in just a little bit, but
it'll
it's
just
really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast mine on today.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to finish this, and then I want to cast. I have to do a swatch. No, I'm not doing a swatch.
Just
don't at me.
No, just do exactly what I did. Use the recommended needle sizes and do the third size.
Yeah.
Because I think you would be happier if it had. Because if you got gauge, you were going to get 45-inch chest. If you don't, you're going to get somewhere between 45 and 47. Which if you want a sweatshirty feel,
that's what I want.
So I would just go with it.
So I will tell you that this yarn was magical after blocking. It is so light and very soft, and it's it
reminds me of
shiny.
Another.
I wish that the lighting was a little bit better, but there's so many different flecks of color.
Mainly of a blue.
In here.
There's flecks of an actual blue. Oh no, there's a little purple
and some green.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's really good. I wish it's not picking up on because it's getting blown out. But
pull it back some. Oh
yeah, but then
that's true to color though.
It's true to color.
That's actually a little bit darker, but yeah, there's a lot of variation. And it almost looks like it's not a. Oh my god! Why can't I think of it?
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. It's So anyway, I'm super super thrilled with this. I did spend, like I said, I spent some time making sure that when I blocked it and pinned it, that it was I measured it, and
Yeah.
I was so surprised because when I put it on before blocking, it hit just at my waist.
Yeah.
My right below my belly button.
That's a really good thing because the pattern says that every repeat will grow. Once blocked will be 1.25 inches.
Yeah, the pattern is so well done. There's so much information. Just don't be like me and just read
the pattern.
Before you go. Read the pattern a couple of times. Make sure you know where you're going.
Do you do this?
But it's very simple. It's a very simple pattern. It's an 8-stitch 8-row repeat. That's all it is.
And you highlight what you're supposed to do. I highlight everything. I go through the pattern and just highlight. If I'm going to knit size 3,
Yeah.
I highlight all those numbers.
Thank you for saying that. So I did knit size 3. See, I highlight.
Well, the second time.
Yeah, the second time. And then I highlight all I highlight like how many stitches I should have,
right.
And what size that I do. But the charts are, there are.
Excuse me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's a chart for every single pattern, or for every single size, or groups of sizes. So there's like 9 charts in here. And then underneath, and I wish I can show you, but it's a paid pattern. You have the chart, and then you have the written instructions as well. So when I got to some of the more complicated decreases and things like that, which aren't really complicated, it was just I liked to separate. I liked to separate the, and he doesn't say to do this in the pattern, but I liked to separate my sections into 8 stitches because I knew that's where the repeat was. So I just used some stitch markers to do that. But in some of the charts, when you get down to some smaller amounts of stitches, it's not separated as like an 8-row repeat. It just, it's like the whole 24 stitches, say. So but to keep my mind, I ended up using the written pattern for that.
I like a written.
I do.
That is included with the chart because
the
sometimes
main chart,
the written makes more sense to me.
Yeah, the main chart though, for the body of the sweater that you're just repeating the entire time, I used the chart for that because it was so simple and it's only 8 stitches.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I can't be happier. It was like the same thing. I was getting kind of frustrated with myself. I just couldn't believe I kept making all these mistakes, But I knew I wanted it. I wanted the finished product.
Right.
And I knew it was going to be really nice, and I'm very, very happy.
Yeah.
So I still have
really good.
I still have all of this left.
That's probably going to be enough.
Plus, I have a whole nother skein. I think still.
You do.
I do. I have a whole nother skein of the yarn.
And we bought 4 skeins for this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that was only 2 skeins of 2.5 skeins of yarn.
Right.
Look at us being.
That's how much.
Except now we're going to end up with extra skeins of yarn in our stash.
I know. Whatevs. All right. So that is all of our knitting. Well, our FOs and our whips. So now we're going to talk about some needles at the ready stuff. Right? So first,
Shop talk.
Thank you to everyone who shopped after the last episode when we showed the sock rulers and the stitch markers. We have sold out of the sock rulers. I got a very small quantity of those, but we do still have our Katrinkle stitch markers in the shop. So again, it comes with 2 needles at the ready, an owl post, a 9-inch circ, a break in the bank, and a yarn pantry. Mm-hmm. And I love the colors of it. It reminds me of sea glass. It
really does. Yeah.
So we have plenty of these in the shop. What I may do, I actually just thought of it today, and after talking with Michael of Upland Fiber Co., I'm going to see about adding a notify feature on the website so that if there's enough interest in the sock rulers, then I kind of have an idea of how many to order too. But yeah, so thank you.
Yeah, so there are still some of these left.
Yeah, there's plenty of those left.
Yeah, if you're interested, you can certainly order them by yourselves, or just a nice add-on for if you're purchasing any yarn.
And then, let's see. So I added a bunch of yarn.
Wow, yeah, you did.
To the website yesterday. The majority of it, again, is one of a kinds because I've just been going through stuff that I've dyed and trying to get them up. Some of them are going to be permanent colorways. So, first up, where's this photo? Oh, it's in my photos. We're going to show some that's based on images because
these are always fun.
I really like it. So one, I was working off of the colors in this image. It will eventually become a colorway, but this is a one of a kind, and it is called Sunset Signal. And this is on the BFL nylon, so 75% superwash BFL, 25% nylon fingering. So this was my first attempt at capturing that photo. So you have a lot of the pinks and oranges, yellows, purples. There's some gray in there as well, and some gray speckles.
That's beautiful.
So here's one where you could actually see the speckles a little bit more.
Wow. It does remind me of that. Can I hold up the picture while you're holding it?
Yeah, I just want to...
I think you did a good job.
Yeah, it's okay. I just want to play with the color placement a little bit.
Sure.
And the saturation a little bit more, but I do think it's pretty.
That's pretty. This is a gorgeous picture.
It is. All right, so the next one that I did is a couple of weeks ago, actually like a month ago, I put a one-of-a-kind up that I really like just in general, and you guys really liked it as well, so I'm trying to recreate it. It is called Sea Glass and Sand. So this is my first...
This is like your summer collection.
This is my first attempt at it. I did re-dye it yesterday, and I think I'm happier. So this was the first... This was the one-of-a-kind that I put... Actually,
the pictures are bad.
Yeah.
No, but this is gorgeous. Look at those speckles in there.
All right, that's a little bit better. So this was the one... No, it keeps going.
You don't need to show them.
Maybe this one will be better. Yeah. So this was the original one. It is actually coming across a little bit darker. So I was like, okay, let's see if I could try to figure out what colors were in it. And
this is such a good sand color.
I got the gray and I got the green. The gold in it here's a little lighter and more yellow than gold. So I did it again yesterday and changed some colors in that to see how good.
And this is in the BFL.
Yeah, that's the BFL as well. Mm-hmm. So I think the one I did yesterday will probably be the final iteration of it.
This is pretty. But you can find these on the website, you said?
Yeah, this is all on the website.
So this is Sea Glass and Sand.
Yeah, it's going to be a single brew as well.
It's really good.
All right, hold on. So let's put it aside. All right, the next one...
And these are all limited quantities.
Yeah.
We only, looks like we have 10 of those.
Yeah. All right, so... Let's do these. These are... I only have one of each of these colors. So these two are on the BFL as well. This one is called Midnight Vinyl.
Beautiful color.
I know. It's a really good blue. So Midnight Vinyl.
Ooh.
This one is called Lo-Fi Love.
Kevin, look how stunning.
An orangey red, but it's... Yeah, it could go either way depending on what it's with. So that's on the BFL as well.
This is true to color. These are, beautiful.
And when I looked at these two...
Actually, it's a little darker in real life.
These are... They look the same, but they are slightly different from each other. So this one is called Plum Static.
It's a fun name.
And this one is called Lavender Amp. They look the same, but they're actually just slightly different in person. And these are both on the... Superwash Merino and nylon, and it's just one of each of those.
But if you get them together,
all right, and then these, I didn't realize I had never put these up. These were some sock minis. So these are called Spring Canopy.
How cute!
So nice little green mini sets, and there's 5 of these.
If you guys want to jump on the Stephen West bandwagon, that could be fun.
This one is called... This is on...
Oh, God, this is stunning.
The 75-25 Merino Nylon. This is called Moon Veil.
Wow, we only have 5 of these.
Purple. There's some blue speckles in it, and a very light blue in it as well.
Oh, my gosh, Kev, it's so, delicate. Look at this. Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
This one is called Fallen Timber.
Nice. Ooh, that's nice.
This was an over dye on Ravenswood that I messed up. So It is some taupe. There's brown speckles. You have some green, some brown, some gold in it.
This is a nice fall color. It reminds me of camping in the woods. What is this one called?
Fallen Timber.
Fallen Timber. I guess that would be why it's called. Look at the speckles in there. That's cool.
And the next two are 2 new purples. Actually, let's show this. So I've been working on trying to capture some colors from another photo, from a book that somebody had asked me to see if... Did I put it here? No. If I could dye some colors to go with it. Because they already have one of my purples.
You still use Pinterest, huh?
I use Pinterest to save photo inspirations. Sure. So, this is the Sunrise of the Reaping in the Hunger Games
Oh, yeah.
ones. So I wanted a light purple and a darker purple. So this one is called Pressed Petals. And this is...
That's a beautiful... This is almost pink. This has like a little pink undertone
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
a little purpley pink. And then this one is called Queen of Shadows.
That's... I was going to say that's like regal. Almost like royal, like a royal purple.
So
Good
these are going to be
colorway
two new
names.
colors that...
These are stunning together, Kev.
That's the whole point. That it's going to be a 6-color shawl. So the colors that I recommended for it, and I didn't have 2 of them. So they already have eggplant for me. I don't know if I have that to compare it, but eggplant's
very dark.
No, it's in between these, I feel like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and then also it's going to have Tiger's Eye, Ghost, which I had to dye yesterday.
Oh, because of here.
Yeah, and the one that doesn't go with it, but I felt like it needed a gray, is Midnight Mist.
That's going to be a beautiful shawl. Who's this for?
Rachel.
Oh, Rachel. We love Rachel. These are gorgeous. Now, these are going to be...
I currently only have 5 listed because I kept some aside
but
for
these
Rachel.
these are going to be
They could be
standard.
permanent colors.
Yeah.
Like I know how to dye those.
Yeah. Okay, so Pressed Petals and Queen of Shadows.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, and the next color was also inspiration from a photo. This photo, to be exact. Actually, can I go full screen on that? Hold on. Maybe like this. All right. So from this picture, wait, I don't like the way that's shown. Actually, go there. Color inspiration. All right. Do it this way instead. I think it's in my...
Do, 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 do.
All right, let's try one other thing. All right. So from this picture here, and then the colors that you see in the blocks are colors that I was just kind of messing around to capture from that. So this is also currently a single brew because I want to change some of the color placement, but this is called
oh my goodness.
Forest Mirage.
I haven't seen this yet.
This is on the BFL base as well. So I have 5 of these. So here, let me actually take this.
I was going to say, take that.
Just so you could see. So it would... Like, this version would knit up very stripy, because undone, you have a large section of the green, a large section. This has some gray, blue, and white in it, that large section, and then you have the 2 sections of the, like, dark peachy.
So pretty.
So, again, I just want to mess with the color placement a little bit on this one, but I like the colors in it. So the colors will stay. I just want to mess around with the placement.
How many of these do you have?
5.
These are stunning.
And then the last one that we have, this was actually an attempt at creating a purple for Rachel, and it came out really wrong. So then I just did some speckling with it. So this is called Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
And this is on the...
It kind of looks like spun sugar almost.
Merino nylon. And then there's 6 of the Sugar Rush.
Yeah. I can't get over this colorway.
I know. I love the colors in it. I love the palette.
What is this one called again?
It is called Forest Mirage.
Forest Mirage.
Yeah, like I definitely captured the colors that I wanted to. I just want to see about applying them differently to the yarn. And I actually want a little bit more of the gray in it.
Ooh, look at this peachy, like pinky peach.
So I'm going to put more gray in. And I think I'm going to do some light blue speckles on it. So we'll see. So yeah, that will change slightly, but it will eventually become a permanent stay, that color palette.
That's gorge.
So that's...
This will go really nicely with like Ghost Water or...
Well,
right?
It would, but wouldn't, because it would be too there's too much of the white in there to, like, if you had the white.
But Ghostwater has like a little bit of the greenish blue almost, like depending on
yellowy
what you look at
gray.
It. No,
so
it's not.
Yeah, so it would. Wait, you said Ghostwater.
Ghostwater.
Oh, Ghostwater. Yes,
Yeah.
I was thinking Ghost in my head.
No, Ghostwater.
But yeah, I really love the way that this one. I love the color, how the colors in this look.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just messing with it and see how I can change the placement a little bit. But yeah, that's
wow, so good.
what I've been working on.
I like seeing your experiments, you know?
The experiments are fun. I did a lot of mini testing, which is, it's fun for me, like to come up with a lot of different colors. Like, I don't even
What
know
are those over there?
So that's, they actually really confuse me. That's Wildflower Picnic. When I remember what, like, they're one of a kinds. And I put the DK ones up. I need to put the fingering weights up, but they're really, the count is confusing me.
Oh, okay. They're very like summery looking.
Yeah,
it would be nice if you can get those up.
I need to look at them because the number that I have of each version is odd. Okay. It doesn't make sense in my head.
Okay.
But
they're really pretty. Stay tuned, folks. Maybe we'll have some other things.
No, they should be up probably by the next episode.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's all the dyeing that I've been doing.
That's a lot. You've done a lot. And it's nice because you haven't really, like, you've been able to experiment and try different things. And I know that that's your favorite part of this process.
It actually really is. Yeah. I really like messing around with different colors. Yeah. I really love, this would be really, actually.
Here, do you want me to put this on the skein?
No, because I'm going to,
we have to skein it on the actual.
So what was really cool is what I do after I test the minis, right? And I'm going from a picture and I pick the colors that I want and I test the minis. I then scan my minis and I capture, and then I cut them out and I overlay them onto the palette so I can kind of see how they match. So these were the colors that I picked from that picture. And then you can see in the middle the minis that I dyed.
And how close they are.
The actual color.
That's great.
On the screen. So this went really, really well. Like some of the colors, it was 2 different versions. I made some changes. Like I didn't like the way the first batch turned out. So I went in, made adjustments, and then the second batch turned out exactly how I wanted. So it's fun to see that. Mm-hmm. And then it gives me, I have, how many of those bobbins would you say? Like I have
350
full of colors that if I see another color that I want to, or that I'm inspired by, I can go to my bobbins and say, okay, this is really, really similar to that. And I already have a recipe for it,
Yeah.
So it's fun to do that. And it's been fun to do something like this. Because then visually I also get to see it overlaid on that color and to see if I can, if I was able to hit it.
What lighthouse is that, do you know?
I don't. Okay. So that's that. So next we're going to get into, I think we don't have any I'll post.
Nope.
We have some Break in the Bank all from me. You've seen some of it because it was the Hue Loco minis.
Oh, yeah.
So that was part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Next up is I got my monthly shipment of Into the World Fiber Club. This is, I haven't taken it out but if you look at this, that looks scratchy.
What?
It feels scratchy. This is called, all right, the colorway is called Telling the Bees. It's the July 2025.
You know why? Because there's a lot of guard hairs in there.
Yeah. And this is gray Suffolk.
Suffolk? Suffolk?
Suffolk.
I think it's just pronounced like Suffolk. Like Suffolk County.
So this is a very scratchy wool.
It feels like a Brillo pad.
It's so funny because I actually have to reply to it. I got an email asking me what I thought about this. It's very scratchy. I feel like this is going to need to be...
Ooh, give me the shivers.
Spun with something. So if you've spun this before and you have suggestions on what to do with it, please let me know because it needs to soften up for sure.
You can see the guard hairs in there. Those are those little short hairs that stick out. Yeah.
What I love about
this could be really interesting.
I just like this club. One of the reasons I like this club is you get fibers that you may have never spun before.
Right.
But that's going to make a scratchy yarn. I feel like
It's really bouncy, though.
it is.
And airy. Like, if you do a woolen spun with this, is that what you would do?
I have no idea. I've never done a woolen spun.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Don't you do usually woolen spun?
No, I do worsted.
Oh. It'll add some more... I love the smell of sheep. The poopier, the better. I'm just kidding. I don't know how I feel about it. The more that I'm actually, like, touching it, it doesn't feel as scratchy on like... I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was one purchase.
Gray Suffolk.
I'm going to pull that out and look. And then the next thing I purchased is something I haven't tried yet, but I saw this on the interwebs, and you know how we all can be easily influenced. This is a tool that's supposed to, or that you can use to help you ply. And
They're pretty sheep.
oh, they are.
They're very cute.
This is something I bought from iSpin. They are from the UK. And this is called the iPly. I got two of them because one can help with 2 and 4 ply yarns. The other can help with 2, 3, 4, and 6 ply yarns. But they're these little devices, 3D printed, I would assume, right? And then you put one of your plies into like one of these divots and then apply in the other divot. And I would assume that they would have to be like here. And it allows you to, and then this holds it in place, but it allows you to keep your tension on it, I believe. So I haven't tried it again. I just saw some videos on it and I thought it would be cool. And the reason, actually, the main reason I got it was because when I do a 3-ply, I didn't know how you would manage that because I hold my plies like 1 and 2 in between these two fingers, right? Yeah, here. So like my 3rd ply would probably have to go between these two. And I didn't know how I would tension them, so I thought this would help me. I will give you guys feedback once I use it. In order to do that, I need to get to spinning because I haven't spun in a couple of weeks.
So just an update on the Suffolk sheep.
Yeah.
They're very popular actually in the U.S., obviously Britain as well, or in England as well. So their wool is very short staple length.
Oh, interesting.
So typically they're blended. It's blended with other wools to make it short staple length more manageable. So they're not known for their wool production. So it could be interesting if you're only spinning this by itself.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that the staple length would be... Oh, yeah. That's a short staple length, I would think.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But that's the fun thing about... You know what? This is the thing about clubs that I really like is that sometimes... Not that you're forced to, but it already, like... It lets you branch out without having to, like... branch out, if that makes sense. Like,
it takes the guesswork out of it,
right?
For you.
You wouldn't reach for that and be like, "Oh, I'd like to try this."
It's like doing it's like doing an MCAL, right?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have done brioche if I didn't do an MCAL.
Right. I would never have tried any of Stephen West. That first MCAL that we did, if I had seen the finished object, I never would have tried it because I would have been like, "That's way too complicated.
True.
That's not my jam."
True.
And it was my favorite knit.
Bible.
Spell it Bible. Did you guys
Yeah.
have to spell Bible?
No, I agree.
Back in the day?
I think that's one of the benefits of clubs.
Yeah.
Or an MCAL, something along those lines, where you don't know what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly that. You don't have to guess. You don't have to make a decision.
Right.
Because sometimes, even with knitting, I get decision fatigue.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I make decisions all day long.
So to get you make the decision for me and tell me what
Yeah.
I'm doing, or send me what you want to send me.
That's why I love kits so much, especially because I do struggle with color selection too. So like to know that a kit was already put together and curated with these colors, like it's so
sure.
easy for me just to gravitate towards that than to have to stand there in front of our stash or whatever and pick out 6 skeins of yarn that may look okay together.
Right.
You know?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
So that, I believe, is all the Breaking the Bank section.
Nice.
And now that's all the knitting content. So we're just going to talk about what we've been reading and watching. And that's fairly easy.
Yeah.
So watching, we've been watching Bosch.
Bosch.
That's it.
Love it.
We're on season 4 now.
Yeah.
We have flown through seasons 1, 2, 3. We started watching it because we watched Ballard, which is in the same universe. And we figured, what the hey? Let's start Bosch.
What the
And
hey?
it's really good. I did not know until we had talked about Ballard the last episode. Somebody in our comments had mentioned that we have a lot of deliveries coming.
FedEx.
So somebody had mentioned that.
What deliveries? Are they delivering food?
No, nobody's delivering food. So that Bosch is also based off a book, which I didn't know, and the character of Henry Bosch is related to the character from The Lincoln Lawyer. They are brothers, but didn't grow up together, I believe. So that was really interesting because I didn't know that it was based on a book series. So we've done that. We also watched Smoke on Apple TV Plus. And we were watching that, and all the episodes hadn't been released, so we stopped, and that's why we started picking up Bosch. So we'll go back to Smoke when we're done with Bosch. And that show is the main character is a fire... Is it a fire arson detective?
He's an arson investigator.
Arson investigator. He gets assigned a cop to help solve some serial arsonists in their city, and it is a very good show. If you have Apple TV Plus,
I think
watch it.
Yeah, I agree. It's a great show. It's darker for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. And it's different. Whereas, like, you as the audience know more than like the main characters do.
Right.
There's a term for that. I can't remember what it was. I had to write a paper about it one time, in one of my like English classes or whatever. But like, I don't know. I can't remember the term. But when you know something that the characters are trying to figure out. So it's an interesting view, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much.
That's all we watched. I don't think
we did watch How to Train Your Dragon
1, 2, and 3.
The animated ones.
Yeah, Ray had never seen 2 and 3.
No.
I love the trilogy.
Yeah, it's cute. Very cute.
Love watching them.
Yeah.
So we decided. I think it was last weekend. No,
Maybe 2 weekends ago.
Right after we podcast,
Yeah.
we watched it. And I adore that series. I think they're so great.
Yeah, it's good. We watched another movie too. I can't remember what it was recently.
I don't know. Let me check.
Where we were just like, was it Saturday when we were kind of like bored a little bit?
Yeah, it was with
I don't know. It
no,
doesn't matter.
Hold on, I can't remember it right here. It was called The Amateur. With
Amateur.
Yeah, with Rami.
Oh,
Rami
Malek
and Lawrence Fishburne. And it was okay. It entertained me.
Yeah, me too.
Right? I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah.
So yeah,
good.
And then for reading, I don't know what I had finished last time, but I am currently reading a series, and so this is the Magi accounts by Michele Notaro. It takes place after like a war and a U.S. Civil War. The U.S. is split up into 2 countries, and our characters live in the United States. So I'm going to say like east of the Mississippi pretty much is something there's literally a divide, and our characters are either mainly shifters or Magi, and there's also humans got really greedy and were looking for more power once they found that Magi and shifters existed, and somehow they teared a hole in the veil. And
did you say teared?
They teared, like teared, like you tear something.
Torn?
They teared.
They
torn.
Teared isn't a word.
Torn?
Yeah, they tore or torn a hole.
They tore
the hole. English is hard.
That's why people don't want to learn it.
Jeez Louise.
So they ripped a tear in the veil.
That's great.
Between our world and another world that periodically opens, and these dragon-like creatures called Terragorians come through. There are teams put together who help close these veils, and the only, because it's a book, the only thing that can hurt them are Magi and shifters. So the U.S. government controls the Magi and the shifters and where they live, what if they can drive a car or not. The Magi are the bottom of the barrel type of people in the U.S. government. They're treated incredibly poorly. What is wrong with me today? I am currently on book 4. There's 5 books in this series, and I adore these characters.
Yeah.
I get angry reading it with the way that they're treated. Like, really pissed.
That's how you can tell you're fully invested in, the whole thing.
Book 2 was really, really rough for me. Book 2 was called The Shackles That Hold Us. It's very descriptive, and there's a lot of trigger warnings at the beginning of every book because there's some rough stuff in here. And our main characters are Medeo and Kaz, or Cosmo. And Medeo's the Magi, Cosmo's the shifter. It is a male-male romance, so there are some naughty bits in it, but it makes sense in the story.
Yeah.
It's not forced on you.
Or just thrown in just so that you have a sex scene.
It's not built around that. It's built around the story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just really, really enjoyed the books. I'm going to finish book 4 tonight. I have an hour left in it, so I'll start book 5 immediately. And the progression of the world too, and of the characters, is really good to see. I don't know, it's just really, really, really is good. It's really good. It's a really good story about found family too.
That's cute. Yeah,
and I love those types of books. Very similar to the Green Creek found family, or our Witchling and her Shifter series, was really that found family type of thing. So if you like urban fantasy and you're okay and you like male romance novels, I would totally recommend this. But just check the trigger warnings first, because that may not be your cup of tea.
Yeah. All right, I finished He Who Fights with Monsters number 12 by Shirtaloon. I liked this as well. I love the series. It's a 12 book. It'll probably be a 13 book series, 13 or 14 book series. I think he's done after the next book. Not sure. But you get to a point where there's been so many changes and your character has progressed so far into the story. It's kind of very much reminiscent of Linden. What was that one?
The Cradle.
The Cradle series. Where you get to this point where you're just super powerful and whatever. But I do love the characters. I was listening to this on Audible, and I love the narrator. I think it's really good. So the next book doesn't come out, I don't think, for a little while. So I took a little bit of break from that, and I'm listening to, because I have an Audible subscription, so included in my subscription is Audible Plus, and there's a lot of free content on there while you pay for it, but it's included in your subscription. And every once in a while I'll get really lucky with a book that I just randomly choose. And I randomly chose this book. It's called Ruins of the Earth series, or this first book is called Ruins of the Earth. It is narrated by R.C. Bray, who I have listened to a book from him before, and I love him as a narrator. That's not good notes. I want good reads. I just want to see who the book is by. By Christopher Hopper, Ruins of the Earth, by Christopher Hopper. I wonder if they have, because I don't want to... Oh, this is in a different language. Okay, so basically, this is definitely a sci-fi book. It's militaristic sci-fi, current timeline. So the year is 2027, so it's not, it's like just recent times. It's kind of like urban fantasy because it takes place, like in a normal world. You know what I mean? So... No, that's not Isn't urban fantasy like...
I think urban fantasy is like witches, warlocks that take place in like Manhattan.
Yeah, but of like our current world, right? Like if they were to be like in our world today, like magic isn't like a known thing. I don't know. Anyway.
No, I consider if it takes place on Earth and it's more of an urban setting and it's not like Lord of the Rings, hobbits running around and doing stuff like that back in the day, Middle Earth. Then if it's like a normal city on Earth, no matter the time frame, if it's 200 years from now, urban fantasy.
I would think 200 years from now would be like dystopia. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So who cares? We're not.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either. Anywho, this is a militaristic sci-fi. The concept is our main character is at the end of his 20 some odd years in the Marine Corps. He's getting ready to retire, has one last mission in Antarctica. We find that there's a ring, like Stargate, think Stargate.
Okay.
That was uncovered from hundreds of thousands of years ago. Scientists discover it, do all these things. He's part of the guarding mission because he can't share these secrets with anybody else. Chaos ensues, the ring turns on, and some entities emerge, and there's a firefight, and then the ring gets turned off, and then he goes and gets retired. And then a couple months later, a giant sphere or half sphere covers Manhattan, and
that's no moon, it's a starship.
That's no moon. Starbase. So, long story short, he kind of comes out of retirement, goes to investigate, as everybody does. There's a huge planetary EMP pulse, so all the electronics get turned out. He meets up with another group of people who are also current and retired armed forces. They join forces to figure out what's going on. I'm not giving anything away because
I was like, is this
part of the thing?
Is this all within the first chapter?
Yeah, it's all super quick.
Okay.
So on their mission, very reminiscent of. It reminds me a little bit of Project Hail Mary, where there's a surprise cast person that gets to join them, and then it is very, very well written. It's very well performed by the narrator. Does a great job with all of the characters. The humor is absolutely hysterical to me. There's a lot of dad jokes in there. It's very conversational. And there's a lot of action. I'm very thrilled with this series. So I highly recommend, if you're really interested in sci-fi, but kind of modern day sci-fi from a military perspective, check it out.
The series that I'm reading, what I really love is their usage of curse words because they're not our typical ones.
Oh yeah, sure.
So because it's 200 years in the future or whatever, they're quite different, and every time I read them, it makes me chuckle.
Yeah.
And I want to start using them, so you may hear some random.
Great, I very much look forward to that.
So I think that's everything, right?
Okay, I had a second book,
go
but
ahead.
that's okay.
No,
we don't have to talk about it.
No,
it's
go
totally
ahead.
fine,
No,
because
keep
I
going.
know I talk a lot.
So he's also reading the 5th book in the House Witch series by...
It's the 7th book in the
Seventh book. We're following so-and-so's daughter or son now?
Son. This is the casting call from the Ether Witch trilogy by Delemhach. So yeah, like Kevin said, it's part of the House Witch, which was absolutely...
Delemhach sounds like a demon. It's like somebody who's going to come through a demon gate and kill you.
They don't. I don't know what their real name is. I don't think that they share their real name. So I don't know. Anywho, it's I love this. I just love this whole entire series. The family. It's very generational. If you haven't already, I highly recommend reading or listening to The House Witch. It's a feel good, like origin story. It's really, really great. That's all I have to say. Fine, done. Check that off the list. Now, I'm sure Olivia's probably like, Kevin, let Ray talk, because I like when Ray talks, because we have the same interests in books and things.
I bet she just said that.
I'm sure she did. She's got my back, Olivia. Right? Okay, that's all I have. That's everything on today's agenda.
All right.
Because we have an agenda.
That was... You know what's really funny is you said, we're like, oh, it's going to be a short one today. And
I didn't say it in the beginning of the podcast.
No, not,
I said it to you privately.
before we came up, but it's the same length as normal.
Okay.
So that is that.
So what do we have coming up? Anything going on over the next 2 weeks before we see you again?
Yes. Tomorrow, someone's turning 44.
No, we don't want to talk about that.
That guy. Woohoo.
Yeah.
And
my back and body hurts.
My shoulder's killing me still. So wish him a happy birthday down below. Again, all of our show notes are down below. Ways to reach us.
Yes.
Yeah,
and again, thank you all so much always for the comments and for following and subscribing. It really means a lot to us.
Yeah.
And again, like with this, like with our shop, it's been really exciting for me personally to see you grow, Kev, as a yarn dyer, and then kind of starting a business like this, and just seeing all of you, like when you like share your projects and all of that stuff. It's like,
did you saw the picture of that Kate sent us of the baby in the Iron Mountain?
Yes,
baby vertebrae. So
it's
cute.
so like it's I don't know. It's so humbling, and like it's very weird to see like your yarn like out in the universe.
No, it's cool. It's so fun to see. So
yeah. So thank you all.
We're glad we get to do this.
Sure are.
All right. So yeah, we don't have much going on over the next 2 weeks. So we hope that you guys have a great 2 weeks of crafting.
Don't be crass now.
Crafting, and we will see you guys in a fortnight.
Bye.
Bye.